Welcome to Omnivoraz 13. We live in a time when it has never been harder to truly succeed. Every day, we sabotage our own minds, our attention, our focus, and even our testosterone. Without realizing it, we are destroying our ability to reach anything meaningful in life. Your brain today is trapped in a vicious cycle, built to steal the most precious thing you have, your attention. If you cannot concentrate, if you cannot control yourself, it will be impossible to achieve anything. But the good news is that you can break that cycle and take back control of your mind by desexualizing your brain. And no, this is not about sex itself, it is about control. The control that determines whether you win or lose in life. The first step is obvious but brutal. Stop watching pornography. Nearly everyone fails at this, and it is far worse than most people imagine. It rewires your brain, alters your neural pathways, damages your prefrontal cortex, and floods your system with dopamine so intense that everything else in life feels dull. Over time, this destroys your motivation, your emotions, and even your happiness. Studies show it increases anxiety, depression, and isolation, while reducing self-esteem and desire to connect with others. So how do you stop? By changing your environment. Addiction is not just about willpower. It is about the signals and triggers around you. At the end of the Vietnam War, thousands of soldiers addicted to heroin stopped almost overnight when they returned home. Not because they became stronger, but because they changed environments. Your environment matters. Today, sexualized content is everywhere. On social media, in ads, in your feed every few seconds. You cannot escape it unless you take action. Delete TikTok, Instagram, and any short-form apps that hijack your brain. Keep your space clean. Make your bed, move your body, go outside, meet people, talk to real women, talk to friends, build real connections. You will quickly feel lighter, clearer, and more alive. By the way, if this helps you, make sure to follow Omnivoraz 13. I share new insights every day to help you stay focused and take control of your mind. But even with a better environment, you need something deeper. A long-term vision. You can limit distractions all you want, but if you have no direction, your mind will always drift back into chaos. You must find your purpose, your why. Maybe it is as simple as building a happy family. Maybe it is becoming excellent at something. Whatever it is, picture it, feel it, make it non-negotiable. Many people today are lost because they have no examples to follow, but you can choose your role models. Pick someone who inspires you deeply. For me, it is Novak Djokovic, not just because of his skill, but because of his mindset, his discipline, his family values, his peace, his humor. He is not a superhuman. He just made long-term choices again and again until they defined him. Once you have that vision, every temptation loses its power. When you want to relapse, you will remember who you are becoming and why you refuse to go back. But there is one last key step. You must reprogram your brain. Years of constant stimulation have changed how you think, what you value, and what you believe is possible for yourself. Porn, scrolling, and quick dopamine make you lose clarity. It is like a fog over your mind, blurring your sense of identity. Ask yourself this. When was the last time you sat in total silence? No phone, no music, no distraction. Just you, your breath, and your thoughts. For most people, the answer is never. Yet it is in silence that you truly see yourself. Meditation, real meditation, not just relaxation with music, means facing yourself in the quiet and asking who you are and who you want to become. At first it feels strange. Then it becomes powerful. That silence becomes your mirror. You begin to see clearly again. And when you reprogram your mind through silence and discipline, you start craving real dopamine. The kind that comes from progress, pain, and purpose. Cold showers, long workouts, deep focus sessions. They all train your brain to find satisfaction in effort, not in escape. Suddenly, what once felt impossible begins to feel natural. That is when you finally break the cycle. That is when you take back control. That is when you stop being a prisoner of your impulses and become who you are meant to be. So remember, your mind is your most powerful weapon. Protect it, train it, and never hand it over to distraction again. Follow Omnivorous 13 to stay focused and motivated every day.